If you're a Cajun by birth or you spent your 10 years in Lafayette, then you got an inside track on at least some of the things you should avoid. If you're coming in from out of state, from out of the area, or you've just been out of touch, you're probably going to need a little bit of help. That's where this list can assist you. There are places that you shouldn't park. In general, avoid parking anywhere on campus. The best decision you can make is to either live on campus or live nearby. The most available parking is at Cajun Field, and that's too far to walk when you have a ton of books to lug around. Parking off campus in the nearby lots is prohibitively expensive at $200 to $400 per semester. No matter where you park, it's important to make sure your parking tag is readily visible or you'll start racking up parking tickets. There is food you shouldn't eat. Unfortunately, it shouldn't be any surprise that the food in the campus cafeteria leaves something to be desired. It seems like all school food leaves a bad taste in your mouth. The biggest problem is that there's also time frames attached to the dining hall and limits on what they cook and how much. So if you're in late classes, have to work, or can't get to the cafeteria right when they start serving certain meals, you might not get to eat or your choices might be seriously limited. If you don't live on campus or you can avoid eating in the cafeteria, it will be good for your palate and your waistline. There are classes you might not want to take. There are always classes that are harder than others, but when you're trying to focus on your major, there's one class you will want to avoid unless it happens to be your major, and that class is astronomy. Too many students think that astronomy is the easy physics course, and since you might be required to take one, that's the one everyone signs up for. But the professors in the astronomy courses are demanding and they expect students to work hard. If math isn't your thing and you don't like science, try to find a different physics requirement or risk failing. The requirement you shouldn't attempt to skip out of. In the last couple of years, UL Lafayette has become stricter in enforcing its requirement that new students attend orientation. Skipping out of orientation or accidentally missing it means you'll have to take it at a later time, and it could also keep you from registering for courses since you can't go to academic advising until you've gone to orientation, and you can't register until you've completed academic advising. Worst tradition at UL Lafayette. The worst time of the year at UL Lafayette is the first week of the school every fall. This is not only rush week, but it is also the same time that all of the clubs on campus, vendors around the city, and other groups converge on the campus to win over the hearts, minds, and pocketbooks of the students. Except for a few of the clubs and Greeks, this event is all about congestion and high traffic areas and the university making money. It's not really useful for students at all. Not everything at UL Lafayette is bad. In fact, a lot of it is amazing. And if you can avoid these pitfalls, you'll be a much happier, healthier student. So for more tips on different colleges and universities, be sure to check out our website.